Surprise, motherfucker.
The real Kojak 313 resubbed. Prime at 94 months.
Hey, there we go. This might work better, huh? If I unmute it. Yeah, maybe. Hi. Kojak, thank you very much, man. 94 months. I thought it was more than that. I thought you were closer to 100. How we doing, boys? Happy Sunday. I think ATS is going to work well. I think it's going to work with me tonight. I hope it's going to work. My Stream Deck still doesn't want to, at least the Bar Rider. So that's awesome. Change that over to my playlist. All right, there we go. I already got a load picked out. Now we just got to go get it. The game reset, so I did as well. I was in Flagstaff and decided to jump all the way out to Washington State. Longview is where we're starting at tonight. Oh, I also forgot one other thing that has to get started. Open track. Ooh. Whoa, wow. My shifter does not like open track. Whoa, what the hell is going on with this? I started it up and it's not happy. It is vibrating like crazy right now. Wow. What goes on with you? I'm not sure what the hell's going on here. Hex, how you doing? In and out tonight, huh? All right, 10-4. It is really... And now it's stopped. Fire up open track and there it goes again. Just freaking vibrating. What the hell? This is, I don't get this because it shouldn't be. These two shouldn't be interfering with each other. That's weird. Look at the way the circle is pulsing. I mean, it could just be because of the vibration. What if I hit stop? Nothing. The way that white circle is pulsating is almost matching the shifter. That's what's weird. Alright, so let's see how bad this is going to be. I might have to, I hate to say it, but I could have to turn off tracker. This shifter is freaking vibrating like crazy. Oh my god. I gotta figure this out here real quick. Just what the hell is going on? I mean, I don't think VJoy isn't activated, but that's what this uses. But that shouldn't be doing anything here either. That's weird. That's probably something. No, I didn't want to do that. This. It's probably something I'll have to report as a bug. Where is the head tracker thing? Not under controls, right? It says none of it's detected anyway. Interesting. Well, I'll just have to deal with it. Yeah, if I go all the way in with it, it's like I'm grinding, you know, it's bouncing. And of course it just stalled. The clutch is probably going to be really bad tonight. I've got no gates. Oh, what the hell? All right, so that's back. Let's get... Yep. The head tracker, for some reason, is interfering with it. What? Farm Sim's looking better and better. Farm Sim's looking better and better. There is nothing! What the literal fuck? There is nothing running. Yeah, I had this already set to run as admin, and now every time it's like, do you want to run an admin? Yes. Set it that way. Why did you change it? Fuck, go away. Yeah, I'm gonna have to set it up in the properties. All right, there we go. Try this again. Oh my god. Why is it that every time I test something, it works just fine? Yeah, it's open track. For some reason, open track and bonus FFB are interfering with each other. And now I have no joystick whatsoever. I turn it off, and it goes back to the joystick or the shifter. Justin, how you doing? You can do both, can't you? Well, this is a fine how do you do, go fuck yourself. If I fire up open track, for some reason, it's taking over, and I lose. Yeah, see, I can't, yeah. It's no longer a shifter. Open track is doing something to the Moza software here or to the bonus FFB. And for the life of me, I can't figure out what it would be. No idea. Cookie, how you doing, by the way? What's up, man? Yeah, paddles don't really do it. Yeah, that kind of. I'm just trying to figure out. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see any of the camera shaking going on. This is just for me doing this. That's how much it's fighting me. My monitors are shaking. But if I turn it off, everything goes right back to normal. So I am not going to be able to do ATS tonight with my head tracker. It's some little game that we play once in a while. Let's see. I wonder if I can search. No, I ain't gonna be doing no air traffic control stuff. I'm doing a quick search here, real quick. Bear with me. Why it came up. Came up with open. That's why. All right. New issue. Maybe not. Won't let me. Yeah, report a bug. And it takes me right to the issue repository here. But I can't post anything. Maybe you need to sign in. I don't know if I'm on this one. How to sign up with Google. Fuck it. 404 not found. Aha, get fucked. I think my dinner's ready. I don't know. Oops, 500. It doesn't want me. It doesn't want me signing in. And there's no way to... All right, there we go. I'm not gonna. Program's all set up and working. Go to finally play and open track, and my AB9 turns back into a joystick and vibrates pretty harshly. I can't think of anything that overlaps between the two programs. And bonus FFB function returns to the AB9 if I close open track head tracker. There we go. Submitted. Now we're gonna try this again. Fire up the game. No head tracker. Sucks. Oh, that's why. Oh, it blocked me. Period. I like how it's I get a verification code, but there was nowhere for me to put it in. What am I supposed to do with the code? Speak it out loud? Fluid, how you doing, man? What's up? We're off to a rough start. Been live for a half hour, and I've moved maybe 100 yards in the game. Oh, clutch is still shit. Drew, what's up? Yeah, this is not going to work for me tonight. This is going to be really rough for me. Come on. There. I might have to fine tune it because it locks out the gates, so I can't get it into gear, but it's not giving me the grinding. So I'll have to work on that one. So I'm trying out, this is the first time I've actually driven with it, the Better FFB program app that is available on GitHub. And what it does is it finally puts force feedback into the shifter. Yeah, I would be playing Farm Sim if that was the case. Maybe I used different lights on the air intakes? I think I did. I don't see any lights on the air intake. So the other thing I did, because I don't know if the clutch is fixed or not. It could be this Better FFB that's affecting it, because now my throttle, brake, and clutch pedals go all through VJoy. And so maybe there's something going on there with that. Oh, shit, I'm supposed to turn there. I don't know. Oh, I can still go in. That's better. Ninja, how you doing, bud? What's up? Happy trucking. Whip her in there. Oh, jeez. We got to get Skoogie a shifter. He needs a shifter. A Moza one will do. Sim Magic, they're all good. So...
Bonjour!
What?
You cheese-eating surrender monkeys!
Scotty Banks just raided with 29 viewers.
Clutch is feeling better. I dialed back the, You here for the clutch? It's working. My head tracker is not. Because I'm using better FFB on the AB9 shifter here. And if I turn on my head tracker, it makes the shifter just go into a complete spaz. So... Rally truck, I'm down for it. I'm down for it. I wish my real truck was like this one. I would definitely take a W990 mixer truck. And it's stalled on me. Hey, how about that? Yeah, I don't know if turning down the engine torque or driveline torque helped. But, yeah, it's different. But then again, I am using this better FFB with VJoy, and I'm wondering if that has something to do with it as well. I don't know. But how was trucking for you, Mr. Scotty? It didn't automatically give you the shout out. Oh, yeah, it is right there. Check out Scotty, and there's the link. They were just playing American Truck Simulator, and then it gives them a little quick bio. Nice. I like that. I like it. Relaxing and productive. Mine's been stressful so far. No. This isn't where I was going to go. The load I had here is gone. Same equipment, but different location? Yeah. Gator is gone. Well, some bitch. Yeah, so if anyone has an AB9 or an AB6, there's an app called Better FFB, which I am trying out here for the first time. It puts force feedback into the shifter. It uses VJoy, so now the pedals go through VJoy, the shifter goes through VJoy. It's set up as a flight stick. So if I kill the program, I can just use it as a joystick. Works for me, since I also use it for Farm Sim. The wife texts me, I think dinner's done. No. Okay. Yeah. Glad you didn't buy a shifter yet? It's hard to justify a shifter. God, this is gonna suck with no head tracker. Oh, God. This is gonna be bad. Oh. Oh, wait, it's down there. I'm like, wait a minute, there it is right there. A Skoogie said he's on paddles as well. Yeah, the first set I had was like a T80 from Thrustmaster. No force feedback. And just wandered all over the damn place. It really sucked. No clutch. I am a driver, but I drive an automatic now. Oh, one more week, folks. One more week, and your boy is on vacation. Oh, shit. No, over here. Blaming the owner. You can... Cruising. You're cruising already, Slood. It's too early for this shit. Too early, man. Cat C or 625 horsepower King of the Hill is what I've got underneath the hood here. And it's gonna be a little bitch, isn't it? That is one thing I'm lucky to have never had to deal with is transmission issues. Yeah, we're lined up. It just doesn't want to... There it goes. It does feel good. I'll give it that. It does. This FFB program does feel good. And it's got plenty of fine-tuning that you can do. Don't fall off the edge, don't fall off the edge, don't fall off the edge, thank you. I had on Wednesday, I went to Craft and had to go take 1 yard there. Dude missed the exit for the scale. I mean, to his credit, it is kind of narrow and it's on a curve, you're turning to the right. And so it's kind of already working against you to begin with. But I pull in, and there's the record with the rotator on it, picking up the ass into the truck because the ramp goes this way, and its trailer was over here. Completely ass end missed the scale, and got stuck. The program is called Bonus FFB. I heard about it a couple weeks ago, and this is the first time I'm actually getting around to trying it. It's a little screwed up to set up because you got to download like 3 or 4 different programs and a profile or whatever, this and that. So it's not an easy just download one thing and you're good to go. You got to put in VJoy, you got to configure that, you know, do this and that. Yeah, for ATS. Yep. And ETS. It works on ETS as well. Wonder if I can set up look left and look right on my little dials here on the wheel. Let me take a look at that real quick. Options. Shit. I got like 4.5, 5 hours of sleep last night because of the dogs. I mean, I stayed up late anyway, but that's neither here nor there. I'm looking for here. Is this what I'm... Try this. There, I did it the other way, so let's get in the cab. No, I ain't doing shit. Ain't doing shit. I've never promised anything. That's you being delusional like always.
Car Freak 1 resubbed. Tier 2 at 104 months. I'm trying to think of something witty for 104 months but I got nothing. But I will say thank you for letting me be a part of this family for this long, and I'll raise my beer for many more.
Well, I hate to break it to you, your streak ends now. You're banned. No. 104 months. Thank you very much, Car Freak. OG on the channel here. Longest sub, too. Tigger's right behind you. Need to refresh your rig so you can mount your shifter. Too lazy because you're old. You can hear... What do you mean you can hear Twitch now?
Welcome to the party, pal!
Hey!
Bob Cajun 66 just followed.
The lights are going. Bob, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel, bud. How you doing? That was a tier 2, by the way, from Car Freak. Tier 2. I have no special graphics or anything for you. What else can I set my... Because it's not accepting... I got nothing. And I can't use the mouse either. That's not working. Well, shit. No, I'm using the little... Because I got little joysticks on the Moza wheel here for the truck wheel. And even though it's accepting it in the game, it's not... I mean, the program's off. So, yeah, I can't even move... Why is that locked? Is there something that locks the camera? No, I don't need to set it up in the Moza software. Yeah, there it is. All right, let me try number pad slash. Let me try this. Yeah, even that's not working. The camera is locked in the cab. Yeah, that's what I just... Yeah, try interior. Yeah, I did that one earlier and it didn't do anything, but we'll take a look at it again. Yeah, interior, look left. No, get out of that one. Let's see, look right, look left. And then look forward. Yeah, still nothing. I mean, I can go outside of the cab and still do it. But inside the cab, I don't even have mouse control. I can't even... Nothing. I've never used that, yeah. Oh well. Looks up, I'll be doing this when I want to pull out somewhere. That bite point is just way too strong. I hate playing this game without head tracking. I really do. No, it wouldn't. And it's off. It's grayed out. The box is grayed out in the game. So, I don't know. Marcus is talking to lappers again? Uh-oh. Yeah, it's not enabled. Now that dinner's ready. Of course, right after I get on the road. Of course. No, I mean, maybe it's something in the settings as well, like the game files themselves. I don't know. While being a lapper himself. I was watching Quirk earlier, and he gets wrecked in turn 1 at Fuji. He was sandwiched between 2 other cars because he started like 3rd or whatever it was. I tuned in right after it happened. LMP2's wrecked, and one of them decided, I'm not going to wait. Doesn't even hesitate, just pulls right out. Rejoin, and causes another wreck, which, of course, Quirk had nowhere to go. So he's watching it at the end of the race, after it's over, and I'm like, $20. I'm thinking to myself, $20. Angel here is the one that caused it. Sure as shit. Dive bomb into turn 1 causes 2 others, LMP2s, to spin out, and he just slams it back into gear, floors it, and pulls right out in front of the GT3s. Quirk sent a blue message to him, and the guy responded that the GT3s were not showing up. My ass. He never looked, and he's got his spotter turned off. 1 lap, first, yeah. Lap 1 hero, turn 1 hero. Superstar. But, I mean, until, and it's not just iRacing, it's other sims as well, until they start cracking down on those type of standards, raise the bar, because the bar is so low, a snail can go over it without any kind of struggle. It's that low. There's, I don't even think bacteria is getting under the bar anymore. It's all going over the bar. It's that low. It's that easy. You know, until they finally grow a set of fucking balls and Nim and his crew starts freaking actually penalizing people for shit racecraft, the standards are always going to be shit, and, you know, iRacing, LMU, R-Factor, whatever game you want to play is going to be no better than the other, because they're all going to be shit. You've got people coming over from Forza and GT7 and whatever other arcade game, and they're treating it the same way here. But God forbid you do the same thing to them. Oh, dear Lord, God forbid. Oh, man, you will never hear the end of it for the rest of the freaking race. They do it, racing incident, get over it. You do it, oh, jeez. You just slapped his baby, his wife, and his mama, and his granny. And disrespected the whole family for the past 6 generations. Not a fan of foreigner. Alright, so also, yeah, I'm on vacation next week, so next Sunday, no stream. I will be gone until Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening, so I will probably stream on Thursday. And then Friday, we'll be doing Farm Sim over on the Sim Gaming Expo channel. So we will be back over there again, and it will be bright and early. Well, not bright and early, you know, it'll be afternoon. It'll be a long one, though. It's not going to be, you know, a 3-hour stream or something. We're going, I already told B-Roy, I'm like, Farm Sim isn't some 2-hour stream game. So, we're going extra time. Extra innings over there. I really would love to do a troll casket on there, but even if I could, he doesn't, you know, he doesn't have any of that, so. No, I wouldn't either, yeah. Because all the money goes to him. And there goes the random fan on the GPU just deciding it wants to make noise. I don't know if that's coming through the mic, but it is. Hi, Gibbs. Isn't he the one that people kind of don't like? He's a little bit of a whiny brat. Hasn't done that for a while. And now it's going away. Get that photo. And then jump over. I really don't pay attention to NASCAR anymore. Sweet baby Jesus, why are you on the brakes? I don't, stage racing doesn't bother me. And I actually like the new car. I just kind of, meh. For me, it's the races. They get so strung out, and it just gets boring for me. I really love the new The next gen in iRacing. Love it. Think it looks awesome. Alright, I'm gonna have to pause it here. I gotta go get that dinner. Because this is a long run. So I'll be right back, boys. Is that music still playing? Yes, it is. Alright, be right back. Oh yeah, I love the next gen in iRacing. Yeah. Ooh. All right. I need to make a change here on my screen as well since I'm doing this. Move this over here. See it better. Because that's blocking the mirror. There we go. Well, and I see the mention about Carson. I mean, yeah, internet personalities like that, yeah. It's a new age. Well, I mean, people kind of forget too why they put that in the stages. You bastard! I'm busy eating. I'm not going to share with them. Nope. See how it just, the RPM just drops like that? Well, I mean, they went to the stages because they wanted to get away from, they wanted to change it up. That's what they really wanted to do. You know, the days of one person or one team controlling the whole outcome of the whole race, you know, that was starting to make the sport stale. I mean, I'm sure F1 suffered under, you know, Merck and Hamilton rule. You know, I'm sure it suffered a little bit under Verstappen and Red Bull rule and domination. You know, that's what they were trying to just keep from happening. I mean, NASCAR had Mr. Consistency, Mark Martin. The one man that probably should have won a trophy more than anyone else who hasn't won who hasn't won the cup. Hey, he's back. I think it's actually trying to talk to me. I think that's what's going on. Computer, the streaming rig is trying to talk to me. I don't know what the hell it's trying to say, but all right, Deja Vu. Good luck. Have fun. Don't die. Franken, what's up, bud? Oh, there's a guardrail. There's shit. Yeah, I think that's Scotty was the one that turned me on to that one. I don't know if he's still using it, but yeah. Open track. I tried it with the Logitech C920. Didn't really work very well. Tried for a little bit and it worked until it didn't. My Elgato face cam. And was having issues with that, but then again, it's Elgato, so there's half the problem right there. And now I have been using my OBS bot, OpsBot camera, and it works like a charm. Don't even need the software for it. I just plugged it in, it saw it right away, boom, Bob's your uncle. I love OBS bot or OpsBot cameras. They are freaking awesome. Yeah, it's a dedicated one that is on the gaming PC. Oh, that probably wouldn't go. Well, the car, well, yeah, I don't know. Straight up cars as they are, or Garage 61 style? I thought Hamlin has won the championship. Or am I thinking of Harvick? Yeah, this is not sketchy going up here in darkness. Not sketchy at all. The cool thing about this app is I get on the throttle and I can feel the shifter move a little bit from the fork through going through the transmission. Yes, you did. Oh, I don't care. It's all good. I'm doing my damnedest to not lose my mind to take a hammer to the graphics card. No, no animals pop out like that. The game is too friendly. Meanwhile, I also hear Indy losing his freaking mind up there at the patio door. Just when you think you can go fast again, nope, here's more curves. Please never come back. What? Oh. Yeah, I saw a clip of that accident. Was that the Saturday race or the Sunday race? Ended up blocking the track. I don't even like Joliet. Yeah, Chicagoland, yep. I mean, I've been around that track too at 160. I mean, that's wild. The cameras that they put in the driver's helmets, I don't know if they do it in NASCAR, but they do it in F1, still doesn't do it justice. Coach, drivers need to eat too.
Jam Messinia just followed.
Jam Messinia, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. How you doing? You know what this fan blade is on that GPU? That is my indoor cicada. That's what that is. That is my cicada, but indoors. No, I'm not playing Fallout Boy. In fact, I can't even hear the music. Yeah, I think all the parking at Chicagoland is grass, isn't it? Did I take an external contract on accident? I think I did. It's capping me out at 65. Oh, it's ice 9 kills too. Finished my dinner and I didn't drop a single piece. I know you guys are proud of me. We got nighttime here. How about I do this?
Before anyone else was talking about it, we were building it. Sim Gaming Expo, America's original, community-driven, multi-genre simulation gaming event. Experience the latest hardware and tech, meet creators, watch live competitions, and celebrate your passion with fellow sim enthusiasts. Join us September 18th to 20th, 2026 at the Schaumburg Convention Center in Schaumburg, Illinois. Be a part of history. For tickets and information, visit simgamingexpo.com.
And that list is getting bigger. The United States Coast Guard esports team is going to be there. And Sim Magic might be there. Now, they won't be there themselves. It'll be, I think it's a distributor here in the United States. So, I don't think it's officially done yet, but it looks like it's a done deal. We'll see. The Chi-Town Exotic Car Club is no longer there now. The event floor space has changed up. Oh, now the dogs are playing. They chase each other, they run around, they stop, they bark at each other. And then Indy runs around again, and then they bark at each other. Hey! Go up! Get a Saturday ticket. Weren't you having problems with it a few streams ago or something? I'm gonna watch an ad because I have my 3 subs. Don't worry, I ran the Sim Gaming Expo ad while those ads were playing, so even the subs got an ad. I have Twitch. I have Nitro, and I'm subbed to like 4 or 5 channels. Tier 2 and Tier 3 on a couple of them. I don't think I've had open backs. I love my Steel Series Nova Pros.
Oh, look how sticky.
Carfreak1 gifted a tier 1 sub to Justinsk12345.
There you go. Now you're sub. Thank you very much, Carfreak. Yeah, I can't remember who and all I'm sub to. Dempsey and Quirk. I just used my Prime the other day, and I can't remember who it was with. The Picky. Zach. I'm tier 2, I think. Maybe tier 1. One away from our sub goal today with that new gifted sub. I've never had a real sub goal, so. I think I'm subbed to Squoogie. I don't remember. It's hard for me to keep track. I just know I try to keep it low. It goes on my credit card, so. Oh, hey, look at that. A scam train. Well, just know, even if I'm not, you're still getting money out of me. For my turbo. So run those ads. Play them all. You did. You did, Car Freak. You started a train, I guess. Oh, here goes the blade again. My cicada has started up. Oh, I forgot to change the price on that too. I can hear Milo's tail thumping on something in the living room on the other side of the house. That dog's tail is a fucking weapon, man. American Pit Bull Terrier, and the only thing that's deadly of him is his tail and his farts. I shit you not. I cranked it up because last Sunday Thompson was spamming the fuck out of it. And then I realized, and then I found where the user cooldown is, so I just never turned it back down. And I forgot to do it. I remembered it, and then something else came up, and I didn't do it, and then I remembered it, and I forgot it, and then I remembered it, and I forgot it. So. Yeah, I think it's the middle fan that's wobbling like that on that 3090. Yeah, I probably did, Deja, over the week, yeah. Just like I wanted to do subscriber alerts on the streamer bot and then forgot. Then was going to do it yesterday and got lazy and forgot. And I thought about doing it today before I went live, but then I spent 2 hours trying to set up this force feedback app. I was at my dad's this morning, so. I have no control over channel points. No control. And I'm sure there's a lot of you that have some pretty hefty numbers. Well, now that I got 2 new tires on the Charger, I'm gonna drive the truck one more day. Get fuel, get it washed, and then park it for the rest of the week. And then drive the Charger the rest of the week for work. Just hit 24,000 miles on the truck last week. Well, I'll remind you to remind me when I drop this trailer off so I can adjust it back down to 100 or whatever the other ones are. I think they're all 100, aren't they?
Bonjour, you cheese-eating surrender monkeys!
Pink Cheeks 67 just raided with 34 viewers.
Pink Cheeks, how you doing? Thank you for the raid.
Deserialize just followed.
Here we go. Here we go.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Sprout Cheeks 67 just followed.
Thank you for the follows. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Merry Christmas.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Eric Cochran just followed.
Eric, thank you. The Not a Christmas movie. How we doing? How was the stream? Figured I might as well go ahead and give this another shot. Got the force feedback app working on the AB9 right now. Unfortunately, head tracker is not working because of it, so... £44,000 skidder here. I forget where I'm going. Little Rock. Going to the UP out in Little Rock. Not a destination I would expect to take this, but hey, whatever. They're paying me. Also got to rip Pinky. Pinky was actually the truck I drove. For those who don't know me, well, Casket Man 20. I used to deliver caskets for Batesville. In fact, I'm wearing that hat right now. I work for a concrete company, and for the last 2 years, my truck was actually pink. And then the suspension broke. They gave me a brand new Kenworth 880. And then they decided to fix Pinky and send it to another yard where it is probably just getting trashed right now. So rip Pinky again. They brought it back from the grave just to be destroyed. This is a logging skidder. So when you're out in the forest, when you're cutting down trees and everything, that grapple right there hooks onto a bunch of logs and drags them to the landing, where they get processed and put on trucks. Now might be a good time to do this. Sorry, not sorry.
Before anyone else was talking about it, we were building it. Sim Gaming Expo, America's original, community-driven, multi-genre simulation gaming event. Experience the latest hardware and tech, meet creators, watch live competitions, and celebrate your passion with fellow sim enthusiasts. Join us September 18th to 20th, 2026 at the Schaumburg Convention Center in Schaumburg, Illinois. Be a part of history. For tickets and information, visit simgamingexpo.com.
We're back. Had to get that plug in there. Had to get that plug in there. Sorry, not sorry. 1 month away until the expo. ATS Accessories is going to be there as well. So I'm stoked to see those guys, meet them, check out what they got. I prefer my Ace Tech that's on the racing rig over here. I'm on my truck rig right here, which is a Moza. Another one, you son of a bitch. Which is a Moza R5 with the truck wheel on here. And my Kenworth seat. With a SimLab GT1 base, or rig. And I have a race rig over there with triple 32s. A Ace Forte and Forte base for Forte rim. and I stall it because the clutch in this game is ass now. This is not how you start a truck. This is not how you go, by the way. But apparently SCS thinks that's how you're supposed to drive a truck now. I don't know. What do I know? I'm actually really interested in trying out the pneumatic ones that are going to be there. But I also want to try the Moza active pedal as well. Conspit? Didn't you just buy the Conspit pedals, or? Why are we on the brakes? Because we're idiots? What the hell are we doing? Oh, I'm supposed to turn there. Excuse me, coming through. My bad. DB, how you doing, by the way, man? You came in while that ad was playing. Yeah, I got P1000s on the race rig. And I am a fan of those. I'd love to move them over here since I have a clutch pedal that I'm not using over there. You don't need a clutch pedal in a GT3 car. So I guess someone, I think I saw it on Facebook, I don't know, while I was on Google searching for something. Someone found a set of Moses CRP pedals at Goodwill. They're cheap, they bought them. they were like, yoink, mine! You never know what you're gonna find over there at Goodwill, man. Never know. What I think at the expo I am most excited to see is the Huskenfeld dash panel. I am most excited to see that one. For those who don't know what that is, it's a button box. It's how can I put this? It's like a Stream Deck and a DDU on a racing rig had a baby. It's got the like 5-inch dash up top, which is SimHub compatible and touchscreen, and then it's got 4 rows with 5, I think, 7-way push button dials and customizable displays above those as well. So if you change your brake balance and you turn that knob, the number's going to change, whatever. You can set up different profiles, so it's going to be great for farm sim, it's going to be great for ATS, it's going to be great for racing. So I'm really, 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 really excited to see that one, and I'm hoping they actually sell products there this year. Because I will walk out with 1 or 2 of those. I guarantee that. Yeah, I will definitely try to do that, Salute, yeah. Swapped his Camaro for a Lexus LC 500. Is that like a downgrade? A DDU. A digital dash unit or something like that. You know, I mean, if I get pulled into the scale, I'll bring that up. Plus, I can also fix the Hawk's horn as well. Of course, I'm getting pulled in. Sons of bitches. If I pretended to be a sovereign citizen, would that fly here? Probably not. I'd probably get tased. All right. Let's jump out of this for a second. Maybe. There we go. Let me bring this up for you guys. Yep, here it is. Look at this thing. Look at that sexy thing. I want full aluminum body large. It's a USB too. It's not HDMI. So you can see the number changing there. There's your, you can completely set it up to how you want. But they have said it will be here. Available in August. So they've been making. I think it was supposed to be out earlier this year. It will be at the Sim Gaming Expo outside Chicago. So get your tickets September 18th through the 20th. Bring your birthday present on the 20th for me. Or get kicked in the nuts. Wait, what? So EU is 389 euros, including a 21% VAT. Non-EU is 324, 21% VAT. So I don't know what the US price is going to be. I think that's actually a little higher than they were expecting. Days amount on the back, entire display is touchscreen. Additional digital dashboard space at the top to run commonly supported visual dashboards. Sim Hub on PC only. Fully configurable RGB LEDs across all inputs, 12 push rotaries, 4 buttons down there on the bottom, and a 7-way switch for a total of 47 inputs. Integrated 2-port USB hub on the rear. Yeah, it's a big W for the Vesa. Yeah. So I'm really, 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 really super freaking excited about this thing. I'm really wanting one. I'm gonna get one. Sorry, we are because Huskonville didn't sell anything last year. They didn't bring anything to sell. So people were walking up to him, hey, do you, can I buy that? And they're like, what? They're not, they're not used to that. While there's like GSI, for example, who's going to be right here, right up front. They sold out everything in a day and a half. So hopefully they bring stuff to sell because I will definitely be buying something. Yeah, they didn't realize they could. The VR Villa, free to play video, VR stuff. Aptiv, that's I think they weren't there before. That's a big ass booth for them. SimuCube, SimLab, SimCraft, ATS accessories right up in front there. Who's the one? SRP. SRP has the pedals, I think, that I want to try. They're pneumatic pedals. Newegg is a new sponsor. They have sponsored the gaming area here, so Newegg is getting into the sim category as well pretty hard. So they're going to be going after a lot of that stuff. So it's great that they're going to be here taking part in this. So I mean, you're going to have, even a golf simulator is going to be there. The famous admin box, which is really a meme, but these are reserved, so there are still 4 more, and he's got more where he's working on too. There's the United States Coast Guard. IMAX is going to be there. So yeah, a little bit Sim Sport Gadget. You guys have probably seen them on Etsy. I am rocking 3 of their devices, 3 of their items, Stream Deck Plus and 2 Stream Deck boxes. So I have 3 of their items, I think. I think I have 4. I think the rim holder that I have on the side of the rig that is actually for Simucube works on Asetek, because I think they had the same setup. I think that's what it is. I think so really looking forward to this. Almost 100,000 square feet main stage, so you can watch all the races that are going on. I am planning on taking part in the Mazda Creator Series. So I will be there wrecking and spinning out and dying and making myself look like a complete idiot. But everything else has been going on there. I think he was talking about Turtle Beach is going to be back, or supposedly. Let me see if I can get a list here, what he had to say. How far back was it? So let's see. Sim HQ from Florida. They are signing up. They're big time involved with Sim Magic. They want a 40 by 50 space. I think that's what this is going to be. 30 by 50. So yeah, this one right here. This would be them. Just waiting to make contact with them, but it looks like they want a massive 40 by 50 space. This could be huge. If this goes through, then we'll give us so many DD wheel manufacturers: SimLab, Moses, Simucube, and SimMagic. So yeah, SimLab right there, Simucube right next to them, Moza right behind them, and then of course those guys would probably be down there, or someone will end up getting moved. He's changed this up so much. Turtle Beach from last year probably making appearance as well. Thrustmaster, he's hoping he can make it. They can make it as well. So yeah, there is. He says he's going to be working on this all the way until the end. Oh, Horizon is going to be there as well. So Horizon Hobby is sending some RC cars. So we're going to have some, I think 5 at a time RC car race, 1/12. I think I showed them off last week. I think it was. They're NASCAR replica RC cars, so you guys will be able to race those. I think that's it. No other announcements. Alpine Sim Instruments are going to be there. Sim Panel, they are going to be there as well. I don't think they're on here yet. Sim Panel is another one I was hoping to see. They got some pretty cool freaking button boxes. So I'm happy to check them out. Wind Controls, another one that's going to be there. I think that's Flight Sim. Fanatec is also being here, and they're not on the board yet. So they're going to be in one of these purple ones, most likely. I forgot about that. Fanatec. Let's see. Sim Drive. Dave Cam. If anyone watches anything on YouTube for iRacing, you've probably seen Dave Cam. Big guy, big name within the sim racing area. So he's going to be there as a special guest. There's Moza. Free aim VR shoes. That's another one I'm interested in seeing. Show you these real quick. These are rollers. So I want to test these out. I didn't last year. I will this year. These look pretty freaking cool. VR shoes are autonomous robotic shoes with motorized omnidirectional platforms that allow you to walk naturally in any direction while fully immersed in VR and stay within a small space. So I'm interested in that one. I really want to try that one out. Okay, minimize that. Let's close this one out. Get back to the game. Old RC Racer. Old Slow, how you doing, bud? Been a minute. How you been? Oh, yeah. FFB. I've got one on my wheel I use, but I don't have any display for it or anything. Too bad I'll never order from Newegg again. Yeah, I haven't been. I just go to Micro Center. Complete idiots are great to watch. Anyone else into model railroading besides Tigger and JB? I used to be. My dad's talking about selling his old Lionel and American Flyer stuff. Oh, yeah. Thank you for mentioning the Hawk's Horn. Let me jump up here. Window. Oh, hey, I'm watching myself. Oh, Zach B's on. I'll put his stream up over here. So, blurps. I think 100 was the base one. There we go. And let me go back to alerts. No. Dashboard? Channel points. There we go. They've changed this site so much. Like every time I come on here, it's different. It was 1,000, right? Yeah. For channel points? No, 100. Okay. See, I should be doing what Zach is doing right now. He's doing Sim Gaming Expo MX5 practice hosted. I should be over there doing that, to be quite honest, so I can practice the Mazda. I hate the Mazda. I hate it. Look at it. It died as soon as I started it. You don't have to ride the clutch that much, SCS. You really, really don't. Oh, we're good on fuel. Just SCS thinking they know how to drive a truck adjusted the clutch in such a way that you have to ride the clutch, burning the shit out of it, melting it, just to get your truck to go. I personally think it was because they're setting up for console release. And that maybe this way is easier for controller players. I don't know. That's just a theory. Just a theory. Best car on the service. Do you even drive it? Acquiring a 3D printer in the near future. I thought about picking one up, but I never did. Really? Huh. Yeah, I just can't get the... I drive it like a GT3, and that's not how you're supposed to drive it. You know, out of all my years of owning a vehicle, I mean, we're going all the way back to high school now. My car's only been vandalized once, and that was because some kid that had a problem with me back in high school eat it. Just went right down the driver's side from front to back. That was it. That's the only time. I've never had anything get stolen. I've never had anyone go into it that wasn't supposed to. Yeah, I hate Nords too, so you're batting 1,000 there, old slow. Mazda and Nords. Well, driving a car that's manual is different than driving a truck that's manual. And that's my problem. I would get into the car and try to drive it like a manual, like I do in the truck, and I'd probably end up ripping out the fucking gears or something. Yeah, trail braking is never something I've been able to handle either. I'm just thunderfoot on both pedals, you know. I don't race enough. That's the thing. I have moments where it all comes together, but then it all falls apart because I don't race enough. Instead of sitting at the desk playing Railroader or Captain of Industry or Escape from Tarkov, I should be in the sim rig turning laps in a GT3 or in a Mazda. Yeah, floating the gears in a car, you will destroy that transmission, from what I'm told. So I had to go to my dad's house today, and he wanted me to rip out hard drives out of 2 computers before they take it to the electronics collections that they have in town twice a month. So I'm in one room, and I start going through some of the stuff on my brother's desk, and I see a handle for a knife, and I'm, alright, what the, okay. It's a freaking machete. And it looks like it's never been used. I'm like, what the hell is he doing with this? He fashioned himself a wannabe hunter. Oh, my dad was just gonna take a hammer to him. I'm like, well, I mean, there's a couple different ways to do it. I mean, I'd say common is just taking a sledge to him or something. So I said, if you got some pent-up rage you want to get out, he's like, oh, I can do that. Yeah, they just took the old microwave, but I crapped out on them, so it was already broken. TC, how you doing? I think he had the machete to break down, hack apart limbs on trees or something. That would be my guess. Because I can't think of any other reason why you would bring one with you if you were hunting. Right fix. Yeah, I don't think that's going to go over very well in the town that he's in. Plenty of fucking ammo around, though. I'm looking around and I see a bottle, and it says acetaminophen on it. I'm like, what the hell's he got this? And I shake it, and it's full. I'm like, what the hell? And I open it up. Oh, it's just 22 rounds. Fucking idiot put 22 caliber rounds in a pill bottle. I guarantee you one of them is probably going to be nothing but freaking porn, so we didn't even bother. Because I could have brought it home here and put it on mine, but just to get into it and see what was on it. But my dad's like, yeah, there's no point. It's probably nothing but porn. I got mine right here. Right there. Ready for later. And they're still, my dad and my sister are still trying to sell his pickup. Yeah, what a hard drive, yeah. Well, my dad's going to be 80 in October, so I doubt he's going to be looking to meet up with someone at a gun range just to fire bullets at a hard drive. Off stream, please. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Well, that's what I would do too, yeah. But not my dad. The gun would probably knock him on his ass, even if it was a 22. Oh, yeah. I don't know if there's, I mean, there's a couple of sportsmen's clubs around my area. But as far as a shooting range, I don't know if there's anything close. Well, we've been at this for 2 hours. We've made it from Longview, Washington. We're coming up on Laramie, Wyoming. Going down to Little Rock, Arkansas. Oh, yeah. Long way to go. And I'm stuck at 65 miles an hour because I accidentally took a external contract. Well, that's kind of where I was as well, Car Freak. You know, I figured, all right, I get it, and I make a couple items, but then what do I do after that? You know, 'cause I don't want to design my own stuff. You know, I'm not really interested in doing that, although there's probably a couple things I could probably do that with. The difference between the contracts is external contract also is basically a World of Trucks, which is an SCS little club. I mean, I don't know if the club is the right word for it, and I barely destroyed that car. Oh my god, this guy stopped too. Why are you stopped? That was unrealistic as well, how fast this truck stopped. That SUV should be a compact car right now. That's SCS traffic. I mean, it's just as stupid as real world, but maybe dumber. It should have been death. Yeah, the brakes really kicked in too well. Yeah, so external contract is done via World of Trucks. And you usually get more options than regular contracts. Regular freight market, but the downside is you're limited to 65 miles an hour. You cannot go any faster than 65, no matter what the posted speed limit is. Tig, how you doing, bud? What's up? Car Freak's at 104 months. Better hope he misses a month or two. You're never gonna catch him. Burgers are for losers, I'm just saying. I love those billboards. They got the cow up there with the paintbrush. I love those things. They're funny. Yeah, I mean, if push comes to shove, I can still hook up my track IR. I have that. That's a paid thing. And I gotta wear a little clip on the side of my head and whatever, but it's sensitive to light. Open track is nice. Really, it should just, for the most part, be plug and play. If you've got the right camera, a good camera. And you just gotta go into the settings for that one. It wasn't super easy for me, though, the first time I set it up. It was a pain in the ass. But also, like I said, I was using a Logitech C920, which is garbage. So... But I also found that no matter what camera I used, it would start walking on me. And I would find myself having to reposition, you know, I bounded some buttons on the box over here. So I could lock the camera, so I could take a drink. Because obviously if I'm taking a drink and I'm moving my head, the camera spazzes out on me. The other one is to reset the camera so it's back to dead center. But then it would start to drift a little bit and things like that, so. I used to use track IR in iRacing, and I ditched it when, during a race in Texas, the camera just goes straight up to the roof. I'm like, what the hell? But when you reset it, just turn your head a little bit more to the left. Or that could just be how you naturally are. I might take a look at Toby. If they're there this year at the expo, try to talk to someone. Yeah, this one isn't. I don't think it's straight. I think it's a little bit to my left. Spooky's offset? Very plausible. Very plausible, yes. Yeah, that's what I also was not. I'm not wanting to open up 8 different fucking things, and that's what I hate about some of these apps that these games use now. I mean, on the gaming rig alone right now, I've got the game, I've got my transparent chat window. What else? OBS, so I can get what you guys are seeing. Otherwise, you see a different monitor, the HD60, not this, because the system sees it as another monitor. What else was there? Moza's running for the joystick. The FFB app is running. I don't think VJoy is running. I think I have more when I do iRacing, because then I've got Ghost setups, I've got Race Lab, I've got caps for the paints, I've got Sim Hub, for my DDU, which I hardly use. Sim Magic for the pedals. Acetec Race Hub for the bass. Transparent Chat, iRacing. Yeah, phone could do it, yeah. Yeah, definitely. The first camera I used to go live was when we were playing Farm Sim, and it was the camera on the phone. I remember that night because we had like 70 to 100 viewers because I had it in the title, you know, first time using a camera. I have no idea why it got so popular, but... We were supposed to get rain today. Where the fuck is it? Like the whole week, we're at 55% or greater for rain chances. Oh, it still thinks I'm in my dad's town. AccuWeather hasn't updated yet. 81 degrees out right now. And, of course, not a drop of rain fell. Fucking pathetic, man. 70% chance of rain, and there's nothing for miles. Yeah, that's becoming more common these days. Fuck, who was it I just saw? Lubo on Twitch that streams iRacing. I think he's the phone behind him. GoPro's another option if someone's got a GoPro laying around that they can, you know, hook up via USB or something. That's commonly used. I mean, for me, the OpSpot camera is for 50, 60 bucks. You know, I mean, you guys are watching me on running on a basic one right now. It's just a 1080 camera, 60 FPS. And that's what I've got here. And I've got one more back here, behind me over the shoulder. Really cool little cameras about the size of a matchbox. Or a box of matches. Cool little cameras. They're not as finicky as the face cam from Elgato. I've had next to no issues with them compared to that piece of shit. Yeah, if the phones are working, then if it, you know, it's like that old saying: if it ain't fixed, don't break. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it ain't fixed, don't break it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know, if it's a good camera, you like the quality that you're getting out of it, then fuck it, roll with it.
Oh, it's all sticky.
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Scoogy.
Oh, Squiggy, got a tier 1. Thank you, anonymous person. Welcome to the Graveyard family. This is where Kojak would say, you know, welcome to the Graveyard. Follow me over to your grave site. But he's not here. It's funny, he was hooting and hollering for freaking ATS, and then he's not here when I'm playing it. There he is. Bill, how you doing, man? What's up? Add to out kiddos to bed. Good night, kiddos. I think the next few streams are going to be all farm sim. Try to get more work done before we do the channel takeover next Friday. Next Friday, by the way, if y'all didn't know. Next Friday is the Sim Gaming Expo Twitch channel takeover. Sim Gaming Expo here on Twitch. Various different content creators have been streaming over there for a few hours. And so I will be over there next Friday. And we're going to be on for like 6-8 hours. It's going to be a farm sim stream. I already told B-Roy, hey, I'm going long. You know, 2-3 hours for farm sim. Just, no, that ain't enough, man. That ain't enough. So, we're going to full pull next Friday. You know what I thought, Aura, is, you know, we talked about doing the poker chips. I mean, yeah, I figured poker chips were going to be easy. Stick them in your pocket. And this is one of the reasons why I was thinking about getting a 3D printer, because then I can print my own little things for the channel. JB, what's up, bud? Tombstones. Headstones. There is a cooldown. I think it's 3 minutes. I'll have to double check. There is a user cooldown, so we cannot spam anymore and piss off Kojak. Besides, you guys know, if you really want to trigger Kojak, you know what you gotta do. Yeah, but at the same time, I don't think those are items that you hand out at an expo, you know? That's why I think the poker chip's better. Which sucks. That's what Patrick Kane said when he came back to Chicago. Yeah, I'd rather have the chips. What I also thought was a new idea for a t-shirt. I mean, it hasn't been in chat talking about the merch store for a while. Because, well, no one bought anything. I only had 3 items anyway. But I was thinking something on the front could be like the gates to the cemetery. But it would say, like, Tombstone Farms. And on the back would be the This Is Fine emote that I have where the tractor's on fire. A new version of that where maybe he's out in the field or something. And, like, something's on fire in the background or whatever. Ah, shit. Here we go again. Yeah, I'm really hopeful Connor is... Again, son of a bitch! I'm really hopeful Connor gels well with him and is able to really improve. Yeah, unfortunately, stuff like that I can't sell on Fourth Wall. It's all clothing that they have. So I'm not really sure how that could be sold, you know? Yeah, Fourth Wall sells all of their items. You know what I could do? Is the Welcome to the Graveyard scene I have for opening and closing now. Take that and put it on a mouse pad. I am enjoying the force feedback on the shifter, though. It is definitely an app I will continue to use. So, head tracker will have to be sorted out some other way. Well, the other option is Etsy. Although he's already gone, so I'll have to repeat myself. I didn't work a lot of hours last week, but I earned a lot of money like I did work a lot of hours, but going up north and getting prevailing wage 3 times, that'll do it. They're going to do it differently, too, than what Prairie did. Chocolate steak? What? What? What kind of diabetic crap are you talking about? Yeah, I didn't work that much. Didn't work that much. I mean, is it actual steak, or they bathed the steak in cocoa marinade, then used butter and cocoa butter and milk chocolate to base the steak? No. No, 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 no. No. Yeah, I'm good. I'm glad I got the pay that I did, though. Or I hope I get the pay that I did. I will. I won't know until Wednesday. Since that's the vacation check, and the wife and I already agreed we're going to go back to top of the rock. So that's going to be a $250 to $300 dinner bill. It sounds something, Justin, that a woman might go for. That's what that sounds like. Shit. Yeah, they're doing it differently than what Prairie did. So if I went to a different yard, Prairie would only pay me from the minute I get into that yard to the minute I leave. Or if I'm on a job, the minute I leave that job. Everything else is my regular wage. What IMI is going to do is from the minute I clock in to the minute I get back to the yard, they're going to pay me that wage. So that's just more time for me. I mean, one day was 10.5 hours or something, and I made 2 days worth of wages in one day. That's why they weren't lighting up that well. I put green ones on the air intakes. Thank you, Sloot. It is pretty bright too, isn't it? So heard you're doing an ATS Super Trucker Convoy soon. You've been talking to True Rider, haven't you? Fell asleep while he was eating. The chef should take that as an insult. No, between now and next Friday, anytime I stream, it's going to be Farm Sim. I was planning on Farm Sim tonight, but then I remembered the FFB app for the AB9, and I thought, all right, let's set it up, let's try it out, and see how it does. I mean, so far I like it, besides the fact that I can't use my head tracker. Yeah, I mean, we should do a convoy soon. I just have to figure out how I want to do it, is all. You know, probably just rent a server on G-Portal for 3 days and put the mods up there, and then, you know, whatever mods you guys would want, you'd have to let me know so I could put those up there. That way, we can all have our own mods. We don't have to worry about running mods from someone else, if I understand that correctly. You know, so if I come on there with the 990, no one else has to have the 990, if I understand everything correctly. Plus, sort order on the mods list doesn't matter either. Whereas it does matter, apparently, on the in-game multiplayer. And everyone has to have the same mod. So, that sucks. Truckers MP is another option, but that's only if I'm super freaking desperate. Hey, who's surprised about that? Another fucking scale. Well, I've got Pisters 389, but I'm not using it right now. In fact, it didn't even populate for me when I got into the game. So I don't know what the hell's going on there. Right now in game, it's 11:35 at night on a Friday, and this is saying I'm going to be there Saturday at about 9:30. I've got 9 hours and 50 minutes until I'm at Little Rock. Can you make sure to do the convoy after the next ATS content is on sale? You don't have any of the DLCs? Oh, man. Well, you can still truck with us, you just won't be able to go into those states. That's all. You can only go into the states that you have, but we'll still be able to play. At least I think that's the way it works. But it'll probably be after next week at the earliest, if I'm being honest. With vacation next week, Sunday through Wednesday, I'm not going to be here. So, not like you guys are going to be missing a lot of streams, only one. As it has been the last few months. But, I'll probably be live on Thursday next week, and it'll be Farm Sim prepping up for Friday's stream on the Sim Gaming Expo channel. And I'll try to go live this week like I normally do, like I try to, but it all depends on when my start times are. I mean, a couple of those days where I went up north, I was setting my alarm at 3:30. So I was going to pad my check even more and work yesterday. But they ended up not calling me in, so fuck them. No. I did have another job offer, though. Closer to home. Slinging mud, just like this one. Different company. Not union. It was probably going to be longer hours. The downside is their trucks are short. They're little shorties, like they're 7-yard trucks. But they're 10.5-yard drums, and they carry 9 or 10 yards on them. And there's no tag on the back, so that means they're overweight. At 7.5 yards, they're overweight. And that goes on my license. I'm not too comfortable with that. And he's like, oh, well, you know, whatever, 10 years or whatever, they've only been hassled twice for. That's it, only twice. I'm like, well, that's all fine and dandy, but still. But also, the main reason why I passed on it is because the benefits weren't that great. Compared to what I have right now, the union benefits are far superior to what they were offering, so I shall stay with IMI. But it would have been nice being only, 10 minutes from work. I'm actually already tired of sitting in this chair. All hail the union benefits. Well, they're keeping me in this job for now. Because the pay was going to be pretty much equal. $1 or $2 less to start until probation was over, and then I would actually be making more until the raises next year for IMI here, and then it would be equal. The downside is I would not be able to go to the union yard that they have. So this company's got 5 yards. 3 of them are non-union, 2 of them are. But one of the union yards and one of the non-union ones are usually shut down. They don't park trucks there or anything. And they only open them up when they're, doing jobs out that way. And the non-union guys cannot go to the union yard. So I would never earn that kind of scale. Thing is, I would imagine they could get those yards to go union, but the problem is the union is basically wanting to have them on the same contract as the companies that are in the suburbs, and that doesn't work. You're going to take Chicago wages and have a small 6 truck company. You're only going to pick up like 5 drivers. That paying those wages and those benefits in this area doesn't work. It's too much money. It's going to cost too much. So if they were to go union, they'd have to be on a different contract and lower the wages a little bit. 'Cause otherwise, you're going to end up doing more harm than good and putting the company out of business. Really? It's 20 mile an hour. I need to do 20 mile an hour. A meeting? Uh-oh. JB's gonna tell him get fucked. No, I mean, unions, I think nowadays, it's not so much about the pay. I mean, the difference between the Teamster local I'm in compared to the one in the suburbs are night and day. The one I'm in right now just wants to coexist. Whereas the one up north is like, no, fuck them. You know, they're making hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars on you. They need to pay up. The main thing, that was what was asked of me when they were talking to me. You know, what's your position on unions? Are you pro or con, or, you know? And I was like, I'm neutral. I mean, they still have a role to play, you know, by protecting the worker. But that's a double-edged sword there, because they also protect the bad ones that should have been fired, you know, many times over. But I mean, at the used oil company, I mean, a union would have kept me in my job, no doubt about it, because the owner came in and was having a pissy day, called me up, cussed me out, and fired me while I was on my route. I was in Elk Grove Village, and fired me, and I, you know, told me to get back there and go home. You know, the union wouldn't have let that happen. I would have had my job back, or probably some kind of severance or something, you know. So I told him, I said, you know, and that was the example I gave them. So I said, in that case, yeah, a union is good, because a union would have protected me against that. But on the other hand, you know, like I said, they protect the ones that shouldn't be there in the first place. Well, yeah, I mean, every union's going to be different. It all depends on the president, the BA. I mean, these guys here, they hate the BA at this little company. The guy is a complete douchebag and a half. Well, they can't leave you classified as that forever. The union will throw a fit. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, TC. I mean, that's the unfortunate part. You know, it's like the train store I worked at. The rising tide rises all boats. Even the ones that hold us down, you know, that are holding us back. We're the ones bailing out the water, and they're the dumbass. Oh, I'm gonna put water in, you know. Turnpike. R5, Ken. Got the R5.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Ken_Carson_311 just followed.
Ken Carson, thank you for the follow and welcome to the channel, bud. How you doing? Yeah, I'm actually kind of. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! They're dead. I actually would not be against going to Sim Magic and getting a 9 Newton meter. You know, just a base alpha. Just because I like Sim Magic over Moza, to be quite honest. Ah, that's a pretty strong statement there. Pretty strong statement, best game. I don't know. Hey, an ad starts in less than 5 minutes, folks. 5 minutes till an ad starts. Get those subs in now. Yeah, Railroader is more relaxing when it doesn't crash on me. Yep, I am liking this force feedback mod for this thing. Right now, I'm actually not feeling like I wasted money on the AB9. I'm actually feeling I didn't waste any money now. Got it set up to work with Farm Sim with the flight stick on it, and now with this app, I mean, I could do a little fine tuning with it, but yeah, I'm happy with it. I might be running too many mods, and I think it's more Unity than anything else. I took Birdtown, or, you know, the branch line out a while back, and Now I've got the Sylvia, or yeah, Silva Central station that has like 4,000 or 5,000 passengers a day, constantly. I still run almost, yeah, shit. There we go. Made it. Perfectly fine. I'm a professional driver, folks. Please do not attempt that on the real world roads. You will die. Steel mill. You know, things like that. But, yeah, I still get crashes. It goes in spurts, too, where basically I can't play for more than 5 minutes. But then suddenly I can go for 6 hours and not have an issue. I've got 3 passenger trains with 20 passenger cars on them, the 84 capacity one. Got 3 of those running from the central station, and then I've got 2 with like 12 of the Osgood coaches on there for both of them, doing the basically shuttles in between all the other stations. It's a cluster. Hi, Squoogie. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Have a good evening. Sleep well. We will talk to you soon. JB, you want to give Squoogie a shout out there. Good man, good Brit. Does a lot of iRacing. Eventually, we will convert him over to Farm Sim and ATS. What the hell happened to my... Oh. I think this is a first. Let's be honest. It'll happen. No, I didn't break it. The tank is now full of sailboat fuel. I'm looking at the wrong gauge. And I'm also expecting to hear a ding, you're almost out of fuel. We're coming up to a town. Can I coast in? Oh, dude. All right, this is going to be trick. This is going to be sketch. I need to be able to whip this thing in here right up to a pump. And I can't really screw it up here. Yeah, it's a red light. Damn it. Oh, wait, we can get in right here. Yes. Slow down just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, 20 miles an hour. That's fine. That's fine. Oh. No power steering. Hi, man. What's up? Yep. Yep. Did ATS. Got the force feedback mod going on here with the shifter. So... Yes, look at this. Yep, I got the AB9, yep. Out of fuel, coasted it right in. How lucky is that shit? No, I did not set that up yet. Yeah, you guys can see that tack. Watch the tack right there on the left-hand side. The big dial, left-hand side. All right. First gear. Slowly letting up. Look how much it just dives, and then suddenly, this is just a little bit. Look how much it dives. It's an on-off switch. They severely screwed that whole thing up. The bite point is just... That's it. Really bad. Isn't Hassan supposed to be going to jail, possibly? Or prison? In Arkansas. Dan seems like he's trying to be that cool uncle when he babysits you or something, you know? Hey! The fan's back. My cicada's back. There's a few workarounds. Some people just unbind their clutch and they just shift still with their shifter. The game just treats it kind of like an automatic, a manual-matic or whatever. Well, I don't think it matters what platform you're on. I mean, maybe not calling the shots, but they're all over the place. I mean, YouTube is kind of pretty woke. I mean, maybe not as much as Twitch, but Kick is still the Wild West. I guess you could say that. That's just what I saw in a Google search. I mean, it really doesn't matter where you put any of your settings for your clutch. It's just when it bites, it bites. You can ride, I mean, you gotta ride the shit out of it, but it's a very fine line. I mean, if you do that in the real world, you're gonna smoke your clutch. Yeah, Hassan needs to go away. But that is unfortunately the way that side of the party is going faster than many want to admit. I did not know that. Well, they're worried about offending people, and plus at the end of the day, it's still all about the dollar. I mean, you gotta remember, Twitch has not turned a profit yet. Every year it has been finishing in the red. So that's why some of the things they've brought out where now everyone can earn bits and subs, but they can't take that money out. It has to stay in Twitch. Unless you become an affiliate or partner. Everyone can earn now. But you can only use that on Twitch for subs and bits, probably even turbo. I thought about going that route just so I don't have the monthly hit on the credit card, but I haven't pulled the trigger on it yet. $9.15. YouTube wants that ad revenue. That's why they'll, block out any insensitive words. I mean, I'll watch some top dash and body cam videos like Sergeant Curtis, and he's been, editing his videos in such a way, he can't say meth, he can't say weed, he can't say marijuana, because it hurts the ad revenues, the ads that he can run. It puts them in a different category because they've got different categories on YouTube And if you that's what happened to Malone. Malone couldn't stream on there for I don't know how many days because he I think it was something he said or something he was doing. I can't remember what it was, but it went against the ad guidelines because he, set up his ad. He set up and said, yeah, my streams and my videos are this for this level, and the AI flagged him and caught him, and he got suspended on YouTube. So, I mean, YouTube really doesn't mess around with that. If they think that you're doing stuff that you don't admit, you don't tell, hey, I do this and talk this on the stream, it will flag you and you will lose your ad revenue. Which kind of sucks, because that means for every video you put up, for every live stream you put up, you basically have to go through and say, yep, I talk about this, and so you gotta check this. Did you talk about sexual references? And all right, no, he didn't. Okay, yes, you did. Whatever. And if you lie on one of those, you get slapped pretty fucking hard. That isn't so much the case on Twitch. No, yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone's really going to argue that fact that Clancy does give off pedo vibes. He likes him younger. Holy shit! Jeez. He's a hippie. Hey, you know what? What dude that is in his 40s, 50s, or 60s have dreamt about getting a 20-year-old or a not 20-year-old, but I mean someone in their 20s or 30s? I think there's the vast majority of men in those age groups. And then many of them probably come to the realization, I will have a heart attack. But at least I'll die with a smile on my face. I don't know about the permaban thing, but for a while there, Twitch was really cracking down on music because they had the RIAA or whatever, the group that represents music labels, or at least the big ones, and they were going to war, threatening lawsuits and everything, and so Twitch did this half-ass crackdown, and now that it's, I'm guessing that organization got paid off or whatever, because it's not really a thing anymore. But they've had their instances where they've cracked down on live music. I don't know about the permaban part. I think that's happened more on Twitch or YouTube than Twitch, to be honest. YouTube really, its AI system really goes ham on a lot of stuff that doesn't really... Well, because Twitch doesn't have the same AI tracking system as YouTube. Google's setup is way more sophisticated than Twitch. Twitch still relies on the community to report people. It still heavily relies on that for reporting. When it comes to music and stuff like that, yeah, it'll mute certain things within its catalog. Its catalog is not as vast. as far as catching what's copyright than what YouTube is. No, he doesn't want to hear. That's the thing. He doesn't want to hear them. That's one of the reasons why he likes being on YouTube. Well, and Twitch has cut back on its support staff in that area as well. So when you file, hey, I got suspended for this and this, I think first it still goes through an automated process. I don't remember, or maybe that's YouTube. One of them, I think, you're not really appealing to a human. It decides what is appealable and what is not. It's a struggle. It can be a struggle. I don't think this channel has changed that much over 5 years, or even more than that. I mean, both still have their toxic natures, depending on the channel you go to. Both are still going to have, negative streamers and negative viewers, that are there just to be an ass. At the end of the day, it's just user preference. That's really what it boils down to. You can get away with more on one than you can the other. One has more options for viewer engagement than the other. But, well, I've had people leave this channel. When we started getting more people in here, they're like, yep, deuces, I only support small channels and you're getting too big for me. And that was like, I hit 3,000 followers. And maybe was averaging 20 views or something every stream. I was like, oh, okay. They wanted channels that were only getting like 5 viewers or something. To each their own. For me, day one, I'm fine with having good conversation. We're gonna, it's almost like a family. We're gonna be assholes to each other at some point. As long as we're able to come back the next day and be like, yo, what's up? How you doing? We're not gonna hold it against others. Shoot the shit and play video games. And I try to make sure I provide, quality video and quality audio. I am a nerd, though. So shut up. Fuck you. Alright? Alright, buddy?
You go to hell! You go to hell and you die!
Fuck you too, buddy. I'm not your buddy, guy. '11 first badges, wow. And a creator can change those up. He can't select who he wants to get a first badge, but he can remove someone. Don't call me man, friend. And he doesn't say man, but... Friend, guy, and buddy. I'm not your buddy, guy. How you doing, Hetty? Living it up over there on LMU, he is. You should go to the expo this year. Make a weekend trip of it. Window liquor. Listen here, you lint eater. Out of the country, of course you. This guy. This fucking guy over here. Yep, next year is going to be basically the same weekend, 17th through the 19th of September. We're going to a Holiday Inn, folks.
Go to hell!
I don't think this is my destination. Oh, I missed it. That's why it's got me turning around. Hey. Didn't even notice it. Chat's fault. It's chat's fault. What the fuck's going on with second gear? It won't go. It gets into second gear and it wants to kick out right away. I don't know if I'm pulling too much pressure and it can't open it up or... Oh, how nice of them. Oh, yeah? Yeah, I was going to have a guy paint me a livery for the Mustang, and now he says he's not going to do it because he's got to actually buy the game and the DLC, I guess. Just to paint the skin. It was right there too. I wasn't even fucking paying attention. There we go. Parked. Finally. Only took 3.5 hours. $191,000. 192 basically. $6.1. What, to haul one of those, you mean? Oh no. I don't think it would pay that much. I mean, I don't know what they get what the loads pay. But honestly, I doubt someone is going to pay to have a skidder hauled from Washington to Arkansas to be put on a train at a rail yard. Probably not. Yeah, $191,000. That's almost the cost of that used skidder, or almost a new one. Yeah. I would imagine IRL. That was probably $20,000, $30,000, something like that, maybe. I could care. I don't feel like grinding. You know, it's just what it is, you know. Besides, as often as I bounce around trucks and swap out engines and shit like that, I need to make the money. I need to do it. $40 to $120. I would imagine it depends on the cargo. If there's how many stops, things like that. But almost $200,000. I think the game is a little out of touch with that. To be quite honest, I think it's a little out of touch. Oh. Well, you have to imagine LMU had a big boost in player base because of the USA track pack. And still, there were people bitching about that. You know, you can't make everyone happy. Every track should be free, and we shouldn't have to pay for any of it. Blah, 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 blah. There's a lot of stupid people out there. They're allowed to breed. Well, they reversed course on the Joker card system. They took out the paywall part of it and they made it for everyone. Do I agree with it? No. I don't. Yeah, I'm fine with it being removed. I don't think it needs to be there. I could agree with it if it could be proved that you were the victim of someone being an asshat. If they could do that, then leave it in and let those people use it. But right now, it's you go into a race and you act like an ass clown and you can just have it thrown away. Well, and yeah, you got to run so many races to collect them and things like that. And I know they have good intentions with it. They think people are not going to do what I just described. That, you know, they had a bad race and they really want like to get that off the record, and that's probably the only mindset they had. And they think the majority of people won't abuse it, but it's hard to say exactly how many people will. Well, how are they going to know? You know, their contact system, their crash system is still the same as iRacing, isn't it? You had contact with so and so. So if we have a race, you and me, and you're door banging the fuck out of me, are you going to be able to use a Joker? Or just me? Or is that not covered under the Joker system? Well, the thing is, protests are still paywalled. Protests are still locked behind a paywall. Until they erase that. All right, guys. I'm gonna send you over to Zach. He's doing Mazda MX-5 practice races hosted for the Sim Gaming Expo. So these are the tracks that we'll be racing on at the expo. I might even join them. I don't know. We'll see. I gotta also go ahead and get another load of laundry done. I've got to go get a shower in. So I'm gonna call it a night here after a nice long cruise from Washington to Arkansas. So yeah, go say hi to Zach, say hello to him, and I'm coming back to LMU then. I should, because I'm going to be racing these at the expo, and I am not good in a Mazda, but I got plenty of time. I got things I need to do. So go say hi to Zach, please. Everyone join in on the raid, which I am going to start now. So please join in on the raid, say hello, represent the graveyard, and then bounce after 5 minutes. That's fine. You know, as long as you go in there, say hi. Show him that we had 30 people watching us. And I'll be back when I can during the week. They're calling for rain, so cross the fingers for rain, because then I can come home and I can go live. Farm Sim is the plan. And that is what we're going to be doing up until vacation. And then when I come back from vacation, we'll be on the Sim Gaming Expo Twitch channel. So if you haven't done so, head on over there and give it a follow and hit that bell so you know when I go live or anyone else, because there will be other content creators going live on it between now and September. And also, it will be live during the expo. So make sure you guys have that followed. and check out what's going on. Even if you can't make it, you'll be able to watch stuff that's going on, whether it's podcasts or, walk-arounds or races, especially the races, things like that. So I think races are going to be there. All right, guys. Thank you all very much. Have a good week if I don't see you. And thanks for watching. Bye. Good night. YouTube, you're still here. Hi, YouTube. Good night, YouTube. Bye.